Hey guys, it's Max. How's everyone doing today? Appreciate you for being here. Let's take a look at USOY. It's really the only Defiance fund I can update anymore. Since the spreadsheet stopped working. Like I said, I can't even get Excel to work. I tried to just move everything to Excel. Excel also doesn't work for me. Excel won't give me prices on the Nasdaq 100. It won't give a price, and Google Sheets won't give prices on S&P. It just says NA, WDTE, but then about 20 other of the yield max funds. It'll give a price on the Nasdaq though. So right here, it's point a price on the index, but right here, this Microsoft Excel is so shitty, it will not do this. It won't do it out of the box, but there's a workaround, of course, but even the workaround doesn't work. I hate Microsoft, as you guys know. All right, let's look at USOY. This is for Mark. He's probably the only one watching this update still. He's my USOY guy. I'm getting ready to make an original video about USOY today after I get done with this one. So hopefully we'll have some more USOY guys after I make this video. I found out some new stuff that I wanted to talk about, but that comes after this. The other day, these guys had the last update. We talked about the 72 strike option. They had sold it for $2 and they bought it back for 11 cents, basically almost full profit. That's very good. But then they rolled because the price of oil turned around and started going up. They rolled from 72 up to 75. Now we can take a look at that and see what it looks like. It's incredible. I'll update whatever I can update, but just pretty much nothing works. All right, so oil turned around today, but it was up yesterday. Well, anyway, they rolled from this 22 strike. They were rolling down for a while. They rolled from 78 down here to 73. Then they rolled down to this 72 strike. They ended up paying a lot of money. This option lost them some pretty good money. This option, the market started to turn around and go up, and they made money on this trade. And the jury's still out on this trade, but they're losing money right now. Remember, selling a put is a bullish strategy. It's just synthetically basically the same thing as owning stock with the capped upside. So it's basically synthetically selling a puts is synthetically the same thing as a covered call. So these are covered calls. Just think of that. You just want prices as high as possible. Whenever prices go down of whatever you're selling a covered call on, it's a problem, right? All right. So anyway, we just need the price of USOY to turn around and go up. These options expire at the end of the day, actually. So I made this box go out too far. Let's make this look more realistic. There it is. So at some point today, they'll put on a new trade, and I'll let you guys know when that is. I'll update the new trade in the morning. But as far as the USOY, this, like I said, the one thing that still works is this dividend estimate. It's $1.28. And I'm just saying it's going to be $1.28. That's my guess right now at this point. What that is that takes up these extrinsic points. There's 42 cents, 40 cents, 2 cents, $1.30, 80 cents, $1.93, 90, 50 cents, 12 cents. It adds that up and puts all that money in a bucket and then splits it up by how many shares are available, how many shares are outstanding. All right, and I see they added some new shares, so let's see if that affects the dividend estimate. And of course it will, but let's see how much it affects it. Okay. We're at $1.18 right now. Okay. All right, but we still have, but also the month is still ongoing. Declaration Day isn't for a few more days. It's usually around the last day of the month. I'm sorry I haven't been updating you guys on that, but I don't know what to do. It just, I tried for like a week to fix it. I thought Microsoft was the answer, but they're actually worse, way worse than Google. I was hoping Microsoft was the answer. All right, so let's see when deck day for these guys is. All right, deck day is the 31st. Okay, so we have about another week. So now let me think about that. I'm gonna go back and add a little into the estimate now that I see that. I thought deck day was upon us faster. I have a special, call it the max factor. $1.36 is what I'm saying right now. But that can change every day. I mean, we'll still have, 3 or 4 more days to look at it and to see how they're doing, and see how their option trades do and how much premium they're able to capture when they roll. Okay, so let's see what else we can look at. Let's look at, all right, let's look at the index buffer report. Now, about half of these aren't working. Any line that doesn't have 2 lines, that just has a blue or just a red, like right there is just a red, that's supposed to be RYLD, but that's just IWMY, or that's just Russell. Russell's down 80 bips right now. We don't know what RYLD's down because Google Sheets sucks. It's not as bad as Microsoft Excel, but Google Sheets sucks. All right, so let's look at it this way. These are actually working. They're all working except one. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the yield max world. NVIDIA pulling back, but showing a lot of buffer. I like to see that. Now, Tesla and Tesla just keeping pace with each other. That's not ideal. MSTY showing some buffer, lots of buffer. That's good. Everything's pulling back today. We just want to see that wants some buffer. YMAX has some. Now, ULTY, it's, but this is always, the ULTY is kind of like SVOL and ZIVB. It's just one of your more volatile ones, and it's up more. But on good days, it's up more. On bad days, it's down more. Anyway, that's ULTY. All right, YMAG down more than the index right now. FIBI getting murdered and doesn't have a lot of buffer. Now, here's something you like to see. GDXY, this gold miners one, showing a lot of buffer. Even though GDX is pulling back, GDXY is not pulling back as much. SMCI and SMCY both pulling back quite a bit. Bobo pulling back a lot. BABA pulling back 2.16. Bobo catching about 70% of that. All right, so let's see what else I can show you guys. So I made a trade yesterday. Tesla has earnings after the bell. I'm going to we'll update it real quick. The bullish trade that I recommended is up $2.50 on Tesla. The bearish one's up $1.27. Don't try to do both. Just pick a direction and go with it. I'll put these trades in the links, but I really like this trade right here. You could do this trade for a credit at $210. Put this trade on, take your wife to dinner tonight, and hope for a big Tesla miss. Hope you come in tomorrow and Tesla's down 15% or something. This trade's worth $2,000. Tesla's down 10%. The trade should be worth $1,000. And the $200 is yours to keep. This is an income trade. You sell one put and use the money to buy. Use all the money. You keep a little bit of the change. Anyway, this is a good bearish earnings trade. This is a put ratio back spread. Anyway, so that's the bearish version. Here's the bullish version. It's the same trade, but the opposite. This trade you could put on for a credit of $360. Maybe you go take your wife to dinner twice, depending on where you go on this one. Then hope for a big Tesla beat tomorrow. Tesla's up 15%. This trade's worth $1,400. And it has unlimited upside. So anyway, so those are the Tesla pre-earnings trade. They come out after the bell, I believe. So we will update these trades in tomorrow, and we'll see how they would have done. Kind of take a look at it. All right. Also have some political trades on. The DJT trade's up $10. I think I've talked about this one a bunch. You guys are familiar with that trade. I'll put that trade in the comments too. That's still a good trade to put on if you're a believer and you think there's going to be more volatility and you think Trump's going to do well. This trade I think is a decent way to express that opinion. All right. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all for being here. I'll be back later. Hey, be watching for that new video on USOY. I think you're really going to like it. Okay? Thank you very much.